Media.
Hey there, Ronnie here. Real quick before we get into the main episode, I just want to let you know that early bird registration for the Redefined Network Marketing event happening May 4, 5, and 6 is now open. That's right. You can register at ronniecruz.com/redefine. I'm going to be teaching you everything that I've learned about online marketing in the last year and a half so that you can take your business online, on social media, and build massive success into this next decade and beyond. Again, you can go to ronniecruz.com/redefine. You're going to get an early bird pricing. Don't wait because this early bird registration is going to expire. Make sure you register today. Hi, my name is Ronnie Cruz. After almost 2 decades as a career network marketer, I realized that despite continual work on my personal and professional development, that I had hit a massive brick wall. So I took a deep and honest look at myself, top to bottom, hoping to find answers, and my search led me to one conclusion. The definitions I held of my business, of my world, of my life were the very things holding me back. If I wanted to change, if I wanted to grow beyond my current circumstances, I had to wipe the slate clean and redefine. This show is dedicated to helping you identify the belief systems, the mindsets, the very definitions that have held you back, and then help you break through those limitations to finally create the life you've been working so hard to achieve. Welcome to the Redefine Podcast.
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons why people are afraid of content creation. Of course, this is part 2, so if you missed part 1, make sure you go back and listen to that episode or watch the video so that you have context for today's conversation. All right, today we're going to cover numbers 4 and 5. So number 4 is how to think of content. Right? Not having ideas is basically what people are afraid of. And I get it, right? The standard in the content creation space is to publish at least one piece of content every day, right? Every day. And with most people coming into the space as really just casual users of social media and mostly as consumers, to think of it as creating something new every day as an intentional and purposeful content creator, it's very intimidating. It really is. Here's some suggestions. Number 1, make a list, right? Especially for those of you who are doing long form, like a podcast or a YouTube video. Starting off with a list of at least 25 topic ideas will really help springboard your content creation. I did this at the beginning of last year. Super helpful. And in fact, what I found was I only used like maybe 6 or 7 of those ideas, if that, right? And what happened was after I did that first batch of content, it started to really engage my creative facilities. And that's what's going to happen for you. I think the reason why we get so intimidated by the idea and the notion of having to create content and publish content every day is that we're not used to using our creativity anymore, right? Like it's out of practice. But we do all have that capability. It really is. It's latent in all of us. And so it's just getting used to using that muscle again. So again, start off with making a list of 25, and that will help springboard your content creation. And then have an ongoing list, right? On top of the written list that I started off with, I actually have an ongoing list on my phone that it's just like, anytime I have an idea pop in my head, I jot it down on my phone list because that's the thing I have with me all the time. It's the easiest place to store ideas. So I have this list of like hundreds of ideas now at this point that I can easily pull from if I run out of ideas, right? If I feel like I don't have anything to talk about, I can just go to this list and easily pick 10 and have 10 new episodes for the show. So that's a really good practice. Again, this is mostly an exercise in engaging your creative facilities. The other thing you can do is recycle your material. Right, I heard this from Brendan Burchard at first, and he said, go back to a month, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and look at what really did well in terms of your content, and just recycle it. Right, and you might be thinking, well, I don't want to be repetitive. I don't want my audience and my followers to see the same thing over and over again. Well, here's a reality, and I don't know the exact statistic, but it's really low. It's like something like 2 or 3% of your audience, of your followers, actually see your content on any given day. So if you recycle something from 2 months ago, 3 months ago, chances are they never saw it to begin with, and so they'll see it and they'll think it's absolutely fresh stuff, right? And even if the ones that do follow you regularly, if it did well then they're going to appreciate it again, and actually the idea of that piece of content that you recycled will be more ingrained, and it'll really start to sink in, right? And they'll be able to appreciate it on a different level. So there is no reason for you to fear recycling your content, and that's something that you can do. The third thing for ideas is AI. I've had this conversation before here on the show, and I love AI as a tool. I haven't used it yet. I said that I will. I just haven't gotten to it yet because I haven't felt really the need for it, right? Like the ideas they just keep coming, and so I haven't felt the need to rely on AI to come up with ideas. However, I do know that people in the content creation space are loving it for this very reason. I think mainly because it allows you to, it helps you think of ideas and it from the context of what people are actually searching for. So AI, people are really are leveraging it to see what people are searching on the on the internet and the social spheres, and it allows you to formulate ideas from that, right? Like, so that you can actually serve and be found based on what people are looking for. So it's a really great tool in that regard. Again, I haven't used it yet, but I definitely will, because I see a lot of people who are absolutely crushing it using AI. Don't rely on AI to create content for you. If you're going to go in this direction, use AI to help you, generate and think of content, right? Help you come up with ideas for content, right? Right, so that's AI. And so like what you'll find, again, it's really just a matter of re-engaging your creative facilities, right? And if this is something that you've never done, it's going to feel clunky at the beginning, and that's natural, right? If you're new to the content creation space, this is the time to be clunky, right? This is the time to be a disaster, because at this moment, at the beginning of your journey is when you're going to have the least followers, right? So the smallest number of people are going to see that you're a disaster, right? So this is the time to really practice and get it out of your system, so that you can start getting good, right? So it's totally fine. We all go through it. In fact, I have to at some point share my early videos from YouTube when I first started my YouTube channel for my business. I think it was back in 2008. So cringe, man, so cringeworthy. But it's one of those things. We all have to start somewhere, right? We all have to start somewhere. So just be willing to be clunky, especially when it comes with ideas at the beginning. You'll get into the groove of it, as long as you make sure you are committed to publishing every day. All right, so that's number 4. Number 5, I don't know where to start. Naturally, this is such a big space, content creation. It could mean so many different things. I mean, with podcasts, you have blogging, you have long form video on YouTube, you have the reels, you have, short form, and et cetera, et cetera. I mean, there's so many different avenues, so many different things. So I would suggest starting narrow, starting really narrow, and that will help kind of, again, kickstart your journey. And once you get into a groove, that journey will take you into things that you naturally lean into. When I first started this journey back in 2022, my mentor told me, okay, learn online marketing funnels. Here's a couple people that you need to listen to and follow and read their books, and that's where I started. And eventually it was enough to get my journey going, and it kicked me off to doing YouTube. It kicked me off to doing then content creation, and fast forward to today, here I am. But the main thing is, it's just starting narrow, picking your singular platform, and honing in on your particular message and mission, and what you want to achieve, right? Now, if you're still intimidated, totally understand, and this is why I created a course, right? There's lots of information out there, and it can be overwhelming, and it's sometimes tough to shift through all of that stuff. And for me, that was one of the, I wouldn't say difficulties, but that was definitely one of the challenges, because there is a lot of information out there, and I had to kind of sift through it all and piece it all together myself. Self-driven education. That's kind of par for the course. However, what I've done is I've synthesized all of what I've learned in the last year and a half or so, into a course, into a 3-day course that's happening live on May 4, 5, and 6. It's called the Redefine Network Marketing Event. It's not really an event. Well, it is an event, but it's a course. It's a 3-day intensive, 3 hours every day, and I'm pretty much going to be teaching you top to bottom everything I've learned about content creation and how you can really start succeeding in this space and start owning it and become a content creator. I know it's titled Redefine Network Marketing, and it is, some of it is going to be network marketing focused. However, the skills that I'm going to be teaching in this course, they're going to be principle-based skills. And because of that, it's not specific strategies for network marketing necessarily. These are principle-based skills that you can transfer into whatever niche that you might be building, right? Whether you have a mom and pop, whether you're an artist, whether you're, a dancer, whether you're a musician, whether you're a realtor, whether you're an accountant, whether you're a doctor, whatever it might be. If you want to get into this content creation space, which I think everybody should, this course is going to be great for you, right? And so you can go to ronniecruz.com/redefine to register. Register now if you're really, really interested in this stuff, because right now is early bird pricing. The pricing is going to go up it's going to go up after May 1st. So make sure you register now to lock in the early bird price. And of course, if you have any questions, reach out to me on the socials, reach out to me, DM me on Instagram, the DM me Redefine on Instagram, and we can talk more about it. My handle on Instagram is the Ronnie Cruz. That's the easiest place to reach me. So yeah, reach out to me and if you have any questions about the course itself, but I encourage you, come join us. It's going to be a great 3-day course, and it's going to change how you look at content creation. It's going to change how you look at yourself as a content creator, and it's going to equip you with everything you need to really start succeeding in this space, right? So again, it's ronniecruz.com/redefine. Right? All right. So that's it for today's episode. Again, the top 5 reasons why people are afraid of content creation is number 1, I can't or don't know how to make pro quality videos. Number 2, I don't want to be on camera. Number 3, so many platforms and so many strategies. Number 4, I can't think of ideas to publish every day. And number 5, I don't know where to start. Hopefully I've been able to kind of address each one of those things. If you have more ideas, please come join us in our community. It's facebook.com/redefine community. We can have a deeper conversation about this topic, or really any topic that you've heard on the show. That's what the community is for. It's also there so that it can support you. We can support each other on our entrepreneurial journeys, right? The entrepreneurial journey, especially online, online marketers, it can be very, very lonely, right? And so the intention for that particular community is so that we can support each other on our journeys and share our wins, share our losses, share the things that we're struggling with, so that we can help each other along the way, right? So again, that's facebook.com/group/redefine community. And of course, don't forget, early bird pricing for the Redefine event on May 4, 5, and 6. Go to ronniecruz.com/redefine. That's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. More from me tomorrow. So until then, be well, be safe. I'll see you in the next episode.